Hey guys, welcome back to Semper Mechanic. My name's Thomas. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you start your own mobile mechanic business. I'm going to give you the information and the tools to make it successful. So go ahead and grab you a pen and a notebook, get comfy, because we're starting right now. Look at me right now. If you're a mechanic, if you have the expertise, the knowledge, and some tools, there is no reason why you can't start a small mobile mechanic business, let it grow, and get a share of the marketplace. Because the mobile mechanic business is growing by at least 10% each year. So pay attention and watch this whole video, because the things I'm going to tell you, if you apply them, you can start your own business today. So look guys, the first thing you're going to do, the number one thing you're going to do, no matter what state you live in, you're going to go to your local county clerk's office. You're going to knock on the door, you're going to walk in, and you're going to say, look, I want to start a mobile mechanic business. Do I need a business license? And if you do, you'll fill out the paperwork right there. And a lot of states don't require it. They're going to say, no sir, you don't need one. And if that's the case, good. But if you have to fill out the paperwork, go ahead. It's very easy. Get it done, and it doesn't cost a lot. Because trust me, one thing you don't want to do is work without a business license, because if something happens, you're going to be in trouble. So that's why I'm making this video, so you guys don't have to go through it. Because like I said, my first 6 months, I didn't have a business license. Something came up, and I got a call from an investigator with the Attorney General, and they said, hey, you need to get licensed before you get in trouble. So I was like, yes, sir. Now you're back home. You've already went, got your business license, figured out everything you need to do there. Next thing you need to do, pull out your little phone or pull out your computer, and you need to go to the IRS. Because what you're looking for is a EIN number. And the EIN number stands for Employment Identification Number, because you'll need that when you go to file taxes and also other business papers that you'll be filling out in the future. You'll need that EIN number. And at this point, you'll need to figure out if you're going to be an LLC, a sole proprietary, a S-Corp. There's many different things you can do. Now, I can't tell you which one to do. Personally, I can tell you what I've done, which is an LLC. But everybody's different, so you need to do your research on that and figure out what's best for you, your family, and your business. Because I can't tell you be an LLC or be an S-Corp or filed as a trust. I can't tell you none of that. You need to figure that out on your own. While you're there playing on the internet looking at things you shouldn't be looking at, you need to go ahead and try to get your reseller's license. That way you can buy parts for wholesale price. That way when you buy parts for customers to put on their vehicle, you're making money not just from the labor, but you're also making some money on the parts, because you can get them at wholesale price once you have a reseller's license. In most states, you can do this online. Get online, fill out an application, pay the fee. You can get that license like that if you have all the information. So now that you got all your licenses and you got most of your paperwork done, there's a little bit more paperwork. We'll take care of that near the end. So right now, we got to figure out our equipment, what we're going to take out. So first things first, what vehicle are you using? See that right there? That's what I'm using. It's a 2001 Dodge Ram 1500. Just a simple truck. And before that, I used this Honda. Also, there's a Kia back there. I don't know if you can see it, but I use that. So that shows it doesn't matter what you use. But the only thing with the vehicles is how much equipment you carry. Because if you're like me, then you have a lot of equipment. But if you have a Honda Accord or a Kia Soul or a small truck, you can't bring all your equipment. Now the best thing to do would have a big truck, like an old UPS truck or old post office truck. Or if you're pulling a trailer behind, you can do it that way. So if you're starting with a small vehicle, then when you go to your services, you need to start out small, because you can't bring a lot of stuff with you. So then you're just going to be mainly focusing on doing brakes, oil changes, maybe some tune-ups, things like that. You're not going to do any heavy equipment or need any special tools because you don't have the room for it. Now, once you move up to a bigger vehicle, then you can bring more specialized tools, and then you can get deeper into more expensive jobs if you want. Now, say you don't have a lot of tools to begin with. Don't go out and blow a bunch of money on tools. You can build up over time. You can start all this with $300. Actually, you know what? In the description, if you go down, I'll have a little link where it says Mobile Mechanic Startup Setup, something like that. And I'll have the tools that you need with the links. So you can actually go to them right there, click on them and buy them, and it'll get you started. But you just need a good jack, right? You need a 200 or 300 piece socket set, some jack stands, grab you a multimeter, grab you a code reader, and just with that right there, it doesn't have to be expensive code reader. For $300, you can get all that stuff right there. And then over time, once you make some money, take 10% out of it, then you can get more tools. Or hell, even if you need specialized tools or any tools, you can go to AutoZone or Advanced Auto, and they have that free loan program. All you do is pay for it up front. You use the tool. Once you're done with the job, you take it back and they reimburse you the money. So technically it is free. You just got to put the money up front. And I've done that a lot of times. All right, guys, we're almost there. I mean, you're doing pretty good. You got your licenses. We've got our tools. We got our vehicle. We got it all set up. We're almost there. Now we got to let people know that we actually can do this work. So we need to start marketing. Very easy. It's almost like when you're selling things. Go ahead, put it on your Facebook. It can be on your personal Facebook or make you a business page. You guys can look at my stuff right now and you can see exactly what I did. I've made an Instagram page, even if it's very small and have 100 followers. It doesn't matter, at least it's getting out there. Put it on your Facebook page. And I started a YouTube page. You don't have to do that, but you can. You can get on Shutterfly, get you these stickers or magnets. What I did is get the magnet, says my name and number, slap it on the side of a vehicle. And if you swap vehicles, guess what? You take that bad boy with you and throw it on that one. Get you some business cards. I left these bad boys everywhere. No matter what gas station I went to, no matter what. Anytime I bought something, I left my cards there. Not one time did anybody say anything. But the number one thing that's worked for me is Google. 80% of my business comes from Google. And actually, you can get a free website. This is what I did. Go to googlebusinesssite.com. You can set up a free website. All you got to do is add some pictures and type one paragraph or copy and paste. Look at mine, copy and paste mine. I'm giving you permission. Copy and paste my website, put it on yours, change some information, put your own pictures in there. That is it. If you Google Mobile Mechanic Columbus, Ohio, my stuff's going to pop up near the top. You know, anytime you search anything, it'll show right there the reviews and all that. Well, if you use Google Business Site, you'll rank higher on their Google page because it's a Google business site. You see what I mean? It's their own little product. So you use that and you're going to be on the top page there. So if you're in the first 4 or 5, I mean, how many times have you went to the second page of Google to find something? Rarely, right? If you're looking something up, it's on the first page. It's in the first few ones, right? And that's where you're going to be. At the end of the month, it'll show you how many people clicked on it, how many people called you from there. Trust me. Look, bro, I get 10 or 15 calls a day, every day. And when I started out, it wasn't slow. I mean, as soon as I started, within the first week, I had 5 or 10 jobs. Now, I live in a big city. I live in Columbus, Ohio. There's over 1 million people. So it's easier for me if you live in a big city, more people, more customers. It's just simple math. So if you live in a smaller town or smaller city, you might not have as much volume, but you also don't have as much competition. So it can work even better for you, right? All I know is if you do exactly what I'm telling you, it will give you a chance to be successful. It's not a guarantee for anybody. Look at me. I mean, I have great times and I have failed miserably a few times in this business, but I'm still here and everything's set up for me to continue to work and still make money. Things do happen, so I can't say you'll be successful 100% of the time, but I know if you do everything that I'm telling you, it's what I did. It's got me customers, and that's what put money in my pocket. The very last thing we need to do is, how can we accept payments? Listen, there's 1,000 things out there. And the problem is you're going to have to do all these apps because people pay in a lot of different ways. Just from my experience, the ones that I have Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, even Facebook Pay. Any way somebody can take money from their pocket and give it to you, then you're going to have to get that app. The best ones that use the most is Cash App, honestly, and PayPal. And not just regular PayPal, there's PayPal Business. That way, if somebody wants to use a credit or debit card, you can send them an invoice. You can put your name, make it look real official, email them that, and they can pay with their credit or debit card. Also, when you create your PayPal account, you can order, I think it's only a few bucks, might even be free the first one. They have a little credit card slider that you can have personally. So when you're done with the job, the person can give you the credit card and you can swipe it and they can sign right there on your phone. It's that easy. So you got to make sure you have all these things. And trust me, you're going to need QuickBooks or one of these bookkeeping apps or websites, because if something happens, and it ain't if, it's when something happens, somebody's going to dispute a charge. Somebody's going to say you didn't do the work. Somebody's going to say that you overcharged them. And you better have receipts of all this, because if you don't have proof, trust me, you'll pay. So make sure you have all your receipts. I don't care if you're doing brakes and then they wanted a muffler as an add-on job. You make sure you do an addendum to the receipt or start a new one. Don't just say, all right, I'll do it, and then not add it on the receipt. Even if you charge them, make sure you have paperwork for that, okay? Paperwork is king. Also, the very last thing is very important is insurance. You need to figure out what kind of insurance you need. And it all depends if you're an LLC or how much equipment you have, what kind of services you're providing. If you're providing AC, air conditioned services, you might have to have different insurance for that, right? If you're doing stuff that's hazmat related, you might have to have a higher premium for insurance. But you need business insurance, okay? So go ahead and look into that. In the description, I'll go ahead and put links to everything I have. So if you just want to kind of copy what I do, it might be easier to start that way. You're going to make sure you have this insurance, and you can get an insurance that protects you from lawsuits. I didn't have that. So when I got sued, guess what? I had to go to court and I had to pay. Now, where I was an LLC, it protected me from them coming after my Marine Corps retirement, things like that. This isn't hard. This is just paperwork. Once you get this knocked out, you're good. I do not recommend this for a new mechanic. You want to have expertise or experience into this, okay? I started this as a new mechanic, and it was very, very hard. I fell on my face and made 1,000 mistakes. And all that reflects on you in reviews, in your name. So don't come here and start your mobile mechanic business as a rookie. Trust me, I did it, and it was the worst decision I made. Now, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It takes 1 second. It's right here, one of these spots, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Now, if you do want something to cost you money, you can send me some donations. It helps with my mobile mechanic truck. I can get more tools. I can get my truck fixed or put more parts on it. Everything you send goes back into the business or back into this YouTube channel, which lets me make more videos. I'll have my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal up here on the screen. In the video description, it has all the links as well. You just click on them. Anything from $1 to whatever you want. Also under this video, you'll see a little money sign. What that is, you can click on that, and that's like a tip jar. If I saved you some money, or if you're like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna give this guy $1 for this great information. You just click on it, add $1, and there you go. All of it helps. But listen, you don't have to give me anything. Only thing I really want from you is your eyes watching this video and subscribing. That's all I really want. But either way, I love you. Thank you for watching. And like always, Semper Fi till next time.